Hi, good people. Welcome to the N Speaks, my YouTube channel. Invite your friends so that we can be able to interact. Today, I have an interesting topic: how to overcome an ex. Do you have an ex? Are you struggling with that ex? Are you planning, or rather do you have a game plan on how you can be able to let go of the emotions and the feelings that you had about them? Because one of the key things that you need to understand, the moment you have not let go of an ex, they keep interfering with your next. They keep interfering with your current relationship. So it reaches a point whereby you have to forfeit the ex so that you can be able to work on your future projections. And when we understand the dynamics and the steps on how we can be able to overcome an ex, it becomes an easy step, or rather an easy journey for us to be able to deal with life issues. And it's not wrong to have an ex. It's not wrong to have an ex, because in one way or the other, we were either victims, or rather we found ourselves in love. And it's not a sin to love. It's not a sin to love. We love people. Sometimes we go and love. There are people who get love at the first sight. There are people who culminate love after a procedure. It comes along and they find themselves in love. Sometimes you find yourself in love at the wrong timing. So at the end of it all, you find that you are in that situation whereby you are struggling with an ex, and the more you try to let go of them, the more their emotional build-up keep affecting your life. And so I want to give us some 7 tips on how to overcome an ex. 7 tips on how to overcome an ex. Number 1 is accepting the reality. Number 1, you have to accept the reality, because you see, most of us, we suffer because we have not come to terms with the reality. And when you realize that you have been left, when you realize that this thing cannot work, the more I keep working on this thing, it cannot work. You see, you reach a point and you realize the more you keep working on something, the more it is hurting you. And the moment you made that decision that I'm no longer in this thing, accept it and live on it. Don't keep focusing on the benefits that you are getting in that thing. Don't keep looking at the gaps in that thing and feeling as if you are the one who was wrong. You had all the time when you are in it, not when you are outside it. Because now, the moment you are outside it, you are not supposed to keep focusing on all those things. So number 1, you have to accept the reality that yes, we shared love, but now we no longer share love. We can only be friends, but with limits. Number 2, you need to cut contact. You need to cut contact. This is one of the hardest things to do for most of us. We find ourselves now and then, we keep going to Instagram, Facebook, WhatsApp, checking on whatever they are updating. Most of the times we get agitated when they are making some progress. Sometimes we feel like maybe because now their lives are good, maybe I was the source of their problems. So we keep beating down on ourselves and thinking that we are the problem, even for the things that maybe we never caused in the first place. So the moment all these things keep happening, it might bring you down. It might make you not to be able to move down with your life, not to be able to make the right decisions that you're supposed to be making in your life. So one of the key things that you need to understand, that you need to cut off the contact for some time for your own good, because one of the key things, when people are in love, they share feelings, emotions, and thoughts. So when all these things are combined together, it is a formidable force that cannot just be broken easily. So for you to be able to overcome your ex, you need to cut all the contacts, you need to cut all the links, you need to give yourself time so that you can be able to heal from the wounds that you experienced. You can be able to heal from all the emotions, and when your heart is ready, then you can be able to move on to the next level. Number 3, let go of the fantasy. Most of the times we keep having those memories. We keep fantasizing of the things that we did together, of many things that were happening, and because our minds become now captives of the things that happened. So we cannot be able to move on because our minds keep focusing on the things that happened. And one of the key things that you need to understand, in as much as all those things happened, they happened because you are in love. And so you don't have to feel any form of entitlement. You don't also have to feel bad because those things happened. They happened because you are sharing love. But now you need to come to speed with the reality and tell yourself, because now we are not sharing any love, I don't have to think about those things. I need to get rid of them so that I can be able to focus on the future. Number 4, make peace with the past. Make peace with the past. One of the common thing that you need to understand, that when you fail to make peace with the past, it will affect your future. So make peace with the past. You don't have to carry your baggage of the past to your present. You have to deal with it. You have to deal if there were some things that were unsettled. Settle them so that you can be able to move on in peace. Settle any grievances that were existing in the past. You don't have to become enemies with your ex. You can still be friends. You don't have now to start, or rather, you reach a point just because you have broken a relationship with someone, you start even looking for ways even to kill each other, looking, you know, all those funny things. So you make peace with your past so that even when you're moving on, it will not come and start manifesting again in your present and start affecting your future life. Number 5, no, it is okay to still love them. No, it's okay to still love them. You see, one of the key things that you need to understand, people don't come together because of love. I know that's crazy, but people come together because of purpose. People come together because of compatibility. People come together because of timing. People come together because of many reasons. So the moment you realize that you can still love them, but you keep the distance, you keep and maintain the distance from them, because there is something called irreconcilable differences. You can love someone too much, but you reach a point and you realize, in as much as we love each other, but we have irreconcilable differences. So the more I try to be with them, the more it will keep affecting me. The more I will try to force myself, or rather to pretend that everything is okay, it is not okay, and it cannot just be okay within a day. I need also to give myself time and realize, okay, in as much as I loved them, I can still keep loving them, but I need to put some boundaries. Number 6, you need to love yourself more. Most of us, we suffer because we love too much. We forget even to love ourselves. Even the Bible is very clear. Love your neighbor as you love yourself. So you must be the center of love. Love has to start with you. It has to start with you. You start by loving yourself, appreciating yourself, seeing the value in you. You understand? When you see the value in you, it becomes very important for you to be able to appreciate yourself and the person you are. Because the moment you keep a lot, or rather you put a lot of emphasis on people, it makes you to lose track of who you are. It makes you reach a point and you cannot be able to see the value, the beauty you have, and the beauty that you are and God created you to be. Number 7, which is very important, take time with yourself. Take time with yourself. You see, it reaches a point whereby you need to reflect. You need time with yourself. You need time alone and think about your life. Think about the advantages and the disadvantages, the pros and the cons of that person, the impact that they made in your life. How are you going to put your pieces together? Because you need also to align yourself with the reality, so that you avoid a lot of projections, so that even when you go into another relationship, you will not be comparing your current with your ex. You don't have to say, my ex was ABCD, my ex was doing ABCD. So when you give yourself time, it will be easy for you now to be able to move on and understand that, yes, we can fall in love, but we don't have to become captives of love even after the love that we were enjoying is no longer served. Subscribe to this YouTube channel. Let your family, your friends know about this YouTube channel. You can invite them to be part of this. Thank you so much. Let's keep speaking. DN Speaks.